A new week, a new video. Hello guys, Mantup Cells here for the weekly startup, getting you all started up for the week. What did we find this weekend? What are we going to be listing throughout the week? Obviously we have some build up, some debt piles as people call them, but you know what I call them are previous wins that we're cashing in on, alright? Because you know you can't get to everything and it's not good to get to everything because what are you going to list every day? For me, I get a lot of stuff, but I don't know, like with school and all that, I get a little busy, so I like saving a little bit. I have plenty that I can always slowly work through on days that, I'm just here, I gotta get 5 done, and I gotta get back to homework. Kind of like today, I have some homework I gotta do, I'll plug and chug that after this video. But yeah, without further ado, what did we find? We have some cool stuff. I'll get into the meat and potatoes right now. First up, a pretty cool one, the creepy little creature stories. Now, I always find these little horror books, like your Stephen King, your weird one, your weird boys. These ones normally stick out to me, and especially, this one looks pretty nice, pretty cool. Let me pull up an image here on the computer if it'll load. And listing has ended. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we're going with look at the bottom right of your screen, get your little monocle out, get your little zoomer. And, there's some spiders, there's some weird stuff on it. Very good condition, very good hardcover dust jacket. What was really standing out to me about this was not only this just solid $1 in, $10 out, but there was a second one by kind of like the same thing, same series, the 100 Dastardly Detective Stories. So I was going to lock these together because they were going around. This one was a little less. This one was like $5 each or so. But lots of 2 or 3 of these were going pretty well. So I'll probably get $20 for the 2 of these together, which is always pretty good. We'll, start off with a $20, $2 in, $20 out. Not bad, not bad. This one's a bit weird. Huge one, huge one. I paid only I only paid what? It was 25 cents for this at this thrift store. So this is a nice big weird poster. I don't know how to say it, and probably never will. This one here, I looked it up on my phone, and it said that some had sold, and I couldn't find some on eBay for the life of me. But what I remember seeing on my phone was, it was like, $5, $10. It wasn't that good, but I got it because it was so cheap, and I picked it up really because it looked so unique and so cool that I was like, oh, this has to be worth something. And then it wasn't. So it's not like a loss. I'll still get money off of it. But yeah, it's going from that weird $5 to $10 range. You have things like this, like $7.99. That's typically what you're seeing for something like that. Wouldn't do that one again. But hey, sometimes it's like, oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. And then it's not. I'll tell you. We have a cool one here, though. This one had sold for $8 and $4 shipping. This one's pretty cool. This is a different part of this one. So I didn't see this part of it out there. Let all the people praise thee. Now someone, I don't know why, decided they would draw on this one. So it'll probably affect the value a little bit. Again, only $1 in, $5 out. Cool little music piece. Sometimes sheet music can do pretty well. It's never like that great. I've had, some $20 sheet music, but this one's pretty interesting. Just something that, again, stood out to me. It was kind of similar to that. I was like, oh, it's 25 cents. I'll put it down. And yeah, it looks like we'll probably get, I don't know, $8, $7, $5, I don't know. Put it less than $1 in, get something out of it. I think that's fine. I think that's pretty cool. Like I said, it's not exactly this listing, but this is a listing that is that music. And this is a separate part to it. So there's clearly some demand out there for it. But we'll see where it falls. Don't worry, we do have some actually cool listings here. I like getting the stinkers out of the way first. So we're going to move on to one of the cool ones. We have I got a $25 book here. This one here, this one just obvious. Actually kind of looks a little gold plated on the page. I don't know if you can see that pretty well. It has some loose paper in here. I bet you these are old newspapers that someone used to mark. And, yeah, the binding's a little weak, a little wobbly, so we're going to make sure we note that and show that off. A little bit of a mark on the side, but overall this is pretty good condition. Some scratches here and there, but nothing horrible. It's not like the pages are loose and I pull them right out and the hardcover is completely separate. So all in all, from this one, it says 1884, an 1800s piece, $25. Paid $1 for hardcovers at this thrift store. Very good. $1 into 25. Can't complain at all. Can't complain considering we put $2 down for 20. This one only 1 for 25. Hey, that's pretty good. We like it. We like it. We like it. What do we have next? Another cool old one. Another cool old one. I've always found that these like sled dog vintage books. I don't know. This is so weird. I don't even know if I should be saying this. These ones have been selling pretty well. I've sold so many weird. It's such a niche thing. That's why I say it's weird. Sled dog vintage racing hardbacks. But it's true. It's so true. I keep finding them, and they keep selling pretty well. So we're getting around $15 here for this one. $10, $15. Not bad. Just, a good old classic vintage hardcover. There's nothing much you can say about it. Looks nice. Always, I'll pull it back up here. It has some wear and tear, so, I might do $10 plus shipping or something. And, you check these things, and it's pretty much obvious that this is vintage. The artwork gives it away, but in case you know, hey, how are you finding out these books? What's your secret? What's your secret? Well, in case you want to emulate anything I do, which I cannot recommend, but it's worked and it's gotten me this far. You always check the inner pages, and it'll tell you 1961, and if you weren't sold on it at that point, like I said, if you look at it on eBay, you'll probably find some comps for it. Sometimes when you come home and go on your computer, you won't find the same comps, which is always something weird, but I don't know what that weird discrepancy is, but what I do know is that we have more stuff here to show off. The word book. This was another one that I looked up there. I made sure that this had sold, and this one had sold for like $12, $10, $12. I even looked it up on my phone here. I could find it, but I could not find it for the life of me. It kept pulling up Elder Scrolls Skyrim lore books and then random World War II books because I kept typing in the word book, and I don't know. I really don't understand why, but this is just like the closest listing I could find. Like I said, I literally pulled this up, and there was like $10, $12 ones. So again, I paid $1 for this. Probably get $10, $12 out for it. I don't think that's bad. I don't really know why eBay was like, oh yeah, that doesn't exist. So I was like, hey, it better exist because I didn't just buy something for no reason. Past that, we have some good ones. We have some bangers coming up here. This one's probably one of the best ones. We got a random lot of Baldacci books. We don't normally do these lots, but this one was pretty good. $15 plus $7.60 shipping here. That's what that person got. Random hardcover lot. Pretty good. You get your, you put some money in, get some money out. I don't mind that. Obviously, the ratio's a little worse, but money's money. What sells, and sometimes when you're out there, you gotta pick up what you can. Now we have a few more here, but yeah, we have this one here that I thought was cool. This one stuck out to me, and I was surprised how well it was. It was a Goodbye Jumbo, Hello Cruel World. Now I don't know why this stood out to me, but it did. I guess the guy, the hat, all the stuff's here was really sticking out to me. I was like, oh yeah, I'll give this a shot. We'll see how it goes. And it turns out it was selling pretty frequently, and for, around $15 each. Not bad, not bad. Obviously, this is one of those ones, how'd you pick this out? Like I said, just kind of looked like an oddball book, hardcover dust jacket. Took a shot, scanned it, said, yeah, sure. Now, next one here, this has been a repeat person on our, I shouldn't say person, but repeat customer, repeat sale item, rather. We have the Anne of Green Gables. Always, always, always get your Anne of Green Gables. This one was another one that was not showing up for me, and I really fought with it. And I got the exact wording from the thing on my phone and put it on here, and I did fine. Anything Anne of Green Gables, guys, always pick it up. This one was actually in the kids' room, so I paid 10 cents for this. This is a $10 book plus shipping. Very good. Anne of Green Gables, always pick this up. This is one of those books series. Any series, really, if you see a VHS or anything like that, I've done that, or audio, or cassettes, anything like that. Just always pick those up. Anne of Green Gables, a classic series, I guess, and it sells pretty well here. The king of items, the Lion King. We picked this one up, and it had already sold. This is actually a sold comp. Picked it up, listed it, and immediately sold for $10 plus $3.82 shipping. Not too bad. We'll show the images off here. Pretty good. Pretty activity center. Just a random vintage CD video game type thing. I picked up. Oh yeah, this is another thing I picked up. I haven't listed it yet. I don't have it here with me, but I had 2 music CDs. One was actually going pretty good here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Actually, There it is. There it is. This one hasn't sold yet, but it was a Little Mermaid. I wanted to make a little point about this. This one, it is a soundtrack, so it's like a CD, a music CD essentially. So, like I said, I do my medias, my books, movies, DVDs, games, and sometimes figures. But yeah, this is a music CD, a special edition. What I did want to say that I got a Lion King soundtrack, and yeah, so I I got that soundtrack. And then it did not have a disc in it. I want to stress to you guys, if you're dabbling with music CDs, make sure you check before you buy. I normally do this at this thrift store, but I swear they said, oh, let me check them before you buy them, and then I went up and picked some more stuff, and it wasn't there. Hey, it's fine, mistakes happen. I don't care. These are like 25-cent music CDs. Don't really mind. This one was selling pretty consistently around that, that $5 to $10 range, the higher on the 5 side. And yeah, I picked this one up. This one was good. I was going to lot them together, but that didn't work out. It's all right. Some things happen, some things happen. We have this one here that's pretty cool. I really like this one, actually. The Blue Jackets Manual. I thought this was an interesting one. Obviously, it's your $10 item, so we paid 25 cents for a paperback, and we're getting around $11 back. They were going like 12 or so. My philosophy here is normally undercut, because that'll normally get your stuff selling a little bit quicker. That's just my business philosophy. You do your own thing, and we show off here the picture, and we show off the blemishes. Obviously, we add a little bit of drawing, and we give the customers the information that they need or may want to know. And then yeah, the back, and yeah, so that's why media is so good. It's even the CDs there, it's like front, a middle, and then the back. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. You get right through it. Stephen King, we were talking about him a little earlier. We have Dreamcatcher by Stephen King, a 2001 hardcover. Picked this one up for $1. Normally I pick up Stephen King hardcover desk jackets if the price is right. And this one was, you get, $1 in, a little bit out, and that's all right. Sometimes, not everything is a home run, guys. Not everything is a home run. It's those little wins. I know it's like, oh, why are you bothering with this? And I want to stress, as long as you're charging shipping, shipping's not going into your price. Imagine if I was selling this for $7 and I had to pay the $3.82 shipping into that $7. I wouldn't do it at that point. It's ridiculous. But at this point, only $1 in, a few fees out. And you're around, you're making your $5, $10, not $5 to $10, but, if it was a higher priced item, you know what I mean. You're making around your $5. Hey, for me, that's a Dunkin's coffee or something. I don't care. It builds up over time. You get $4 or $5 profits. You get $20. You go out to a thrift store. You buy a bunch more items. Rinse and repeat. It's very good. This has been it's been working for me so far. And yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I don't care. I don't care. It's working for me. If you don't want to do it, you're leaving more stuff for me. I greatly appreciate it. But these smaller wins, if you can stomach it, if you can be like, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take the 5. It also opens up the amount of inventory you'll have, and I think that's also been a big stress reliever. I've always felt like I was running on empty, and now I have so much stuff because I'm like, okay, I can still make a few dollars off this. If you're getting into like cents, or I'm making a few cents, don't bother with cents. I think that's a bit ridiculous. But $5, I think, is fine. Like I said, you got $4 or $5 profit sales. You go into a thrift store, and let's say you buy all hardcovers that are also, they're $1 each. You buy 20 of them with that $20. They're all $5 profits each. You understand what I'm saying? That's just additive. That's multiplicative. It's going, and your 20 is making more $5. Obviously, you're going to have some more hits like we showed off in this video. Sometimes you might have a few misses. And like I said, it's not all $1. That's a little over, because we get those pretty cheap CDs or paperbacks, and those are only 25 cents each. So you get 4 of those. Like I said, these smaller dollar ones, they allow you to just get more money. It gets the ball rolling, and it's plus. It's a plus. It's not a minus. Why would you complain about plus? And it's not a minus. It doesn't take away from anything. It only makes your store a little bit better. Moving on to some video games. Video games. We don't find them much, but when we do, we're pretty happy. I bought this one. I was like, oh my god, it's not an EA Sports. It's $9.89. This is interesting. Has its manual. And yeah, guys, when you're dealing with video games, make sure it always has the manual. You can still get it if it's a good game. It's selling well, obviously. But manual always helps it out. Always helps it out. And in this case, we're getting closer to $7 than like no dollars, right? So this is another one by charging like $5 shipping on this. So we're making a little bit on shipping for sure. And yeah, this one, it's I probably wouldn't do this, but I kind of grabbed it instinctively because of the fact that it didn't say EA and it had its manual. But the next and last item is a good one. It's a good one, and it's another video game from the same day. This one is very nice. It's just the Harry Potter. It's a $10 game, but I just liked it because it's Harry Potter and it has all this good stuff. So some Harry Potter hype going around on the internet right now. New games coming out, so I reckon maybe it'll boost the sale likelihood of this. This is just a good solid $1 and $10 out. Like I said, we charge in like $5 shipping, so it'll probably it'll go all right. And yeah, that's all that I picked up this weekend. Obviously, I have so much backlog that it's like, yeah, we go to a few thrift stores. You get where you can. When my eBay store is going full throttle, like in the summers and stuff, or when I'm on break, I go to thrift stores like almost every day of the week, except like maybe one or two. It was normally like Sunday and Mondays that I wouldn't. Every other day, I just went to thrift stores, boom, 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 and then like listed a little bit each day. But on Sundays, I normally tried to not do anything, and then Mondays, I went really hard. Tuesdays, I went pretty hard. So yeah, like I said, I'm doing this casually right now. I'm a college student. I'm mainly doing school and stuff, so this is all side cash. This is all side hustle stuff. Not putting a lot of time into it. Probably put a lot of time into these videos. It's I think it's probably I'm putting more time in my store. Obvious. I like making the videos. I think they're fun. They're a fun addition. They keep me going. I like like, oh shoot, what am I gonna talk about this week? So thank you guys for always tuning in week after week. Listen to me ramble for a few minutes. I appreciate it. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. It's normally one of the highlights of my week. We're going full cam. We're going full cam. Full cam we went to wrap up this video. Another amazing video. Thank you all for sharing in it with me today. I always like making these. They're pretty fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave anything down below if you you want to see something different. You want me to talk about any random stuff, any tips and tricks. I really liked my last video. I thought that was a very strong video about how I revived my dead store. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's pretty cool. I don't know. There's some videos that when I make them, I'm like, bang, that's a hit. That's a hit. Not like it's huge, but like for me personally, I feel like, wow, this was a good video. This is something I felt like people could get something from. And yeah, so with these like what sold or what I picked up videos, I just try to show off like, oh, hey, this is what I do, this is how I do it, and this is like, things to learn. Like, don't pick up the poster-sized book without scanning it. That's something I won't do in the future. I just thought I saw a big book, cheap price, it's probably going to be worth something. It wasn't. I was just being stupid. I was being a caveman, saw a big club, didn't see the lion guarding the big club, right? I was just being a monkey brain. And that's fine. Sometimes you monkey brain and you make a mistake. But sometimes you monkey brain and you do all right. You know what I mean? It's a give take. That's what being humans, right? Sometimes you trip over your own shoelaces and it sucks. But what doesn't suck is the fact that we have a great week ahead of us. A great week of thrifting, a great week of listing, and a great week of being a reseller. And not so good being a student. I have a test at the end of this week. Thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers, please, for your friend Mantup Cells. I'm going to be departing here in a few seconds after I give you all a notorious soldier's salute and a peace. Better pleasure. Mantup Cells, signing out.